Hello dear students, welcome to a new math class. Today we'll be talking about solving equations of the first degree in one unknown in R. Let's now go and start our lesson. What is the degree of the equation? The degree of the equation is the power of the unknown variable with the exponent 1. What do we mean by solving equation? Solving equation, we mean finding the real number which satisfies this equation. Let's move on to the first question. Find the solution set in R for each of the following. 3x plus 2 equals 1. How can we find the value of x that satisfies this equation? How can we find the number if we replace it by x that make the equation correct? So, to solve this one, we need to move the 2 to the other side. So it will be 3x equals 1 minus 2, which is negative 1. So 3x equals negative 1, then x equals negative 1 over 3. So the solution set is negative 1 over 3. Another question, square root of 3 times x minus 1 equals 2. Let's isolate the variable. Try to make the variable alone on one side. So we're going to move the 1 to the other side. So it will be square root of 3x equals 2 plus 1, which is 3. If you divide both sides by 3, then x equals 3 over root 3. Here, remember that once we have a square root in the denominator, we need to rationalize the denominator. What do you mean by rationalizing denominator? Yes, excellent. By removing the radical or removing the square root from the denominator. How are we going to do this? We're going to multiply up and down by the square root of 3. Then, times square root of 3 up and down. So, x equals 3 square root of 3 over 3, which is square root of 3. Then, in this question, the solution set will be square root of 3. We can easily represent it on a number line by this way. Question 3. 7x minus root 7 equals 6 root 7. If I want to find the value of x, I need to isolate x. So we're going to move the square root of 7 to the other side. So it will be 7x equals 6 root 7 plus root 7, which is 7 root 7. Then 7x equals 7 root 7. Divide both sides by 7. So x equals 7 root 7 over 7. If you cross out the 7 with the 7, then x equals square root of 7. Then the solution set is square root of 7. And we can easily represent it on the number line this way. Question 4. 4x minus 1 equals the absolute value of negative 2. What is the absolute value of negative 2? Yes, excellent, it's 2. Then this equation can be written as 4x minus 1 equals 2. Then you move the 1 to the other side. 4x equals 2 plus 1. So 4x is equal to 2. You divide both sides by 4. So x equals 3 over 4. So, for this question, the solution set is 3 over 4. Question 5. 2 minus square root of 6, x equals absolute value of negative 8. Again, the same thing. What's absolute value of negative 8? It's positive 8. Excellent. So, if you move the 2 to the other side, it will be negative square root of 6, x equals 8 minus 2, which is 6. If you divide both sides by negative root 6, then x equals 6 over negative root 6. Rationalize the denominator, multiply by root 6 up and down, then it will be 6 root 6 over negative 6, then it's a negative root 6. So the solution set is negative square root of 6. Now, it's your time to try. Here's the evaluation part. Pause the video, answer the questions, play the video again, and check your answers. Find in R the solution set of each of the following equations, then represent the solution on the number line. Question 1, 2x plus 5 equals 4. So we need to move this 5 in this side. So 2x equals 4 minus 5, which is negative 1. Then 2x equals negative 1. If we divide both sides by 2, then x equals negative half. So the solution set is negative half. Question 2, we're going to solve. We need to move this 1 to this side as a plus 1. So square root 5, x equals 5. Then x equals 5 over square root of 5. To rationalize the denominator, we multiply up and down by root 5. Then x equals 5 square root 5 over 5. Then x equals square root of 5. So the solution set is square root of 5. Question 3, x equals, if we move this one to the other side, x equals 2 plus square root of 3, which cannot be simplified more. So the solution set is 2 plus square root of 3. At this point, dear students, we came to the end of our session. Thank you very much and best of luck.